can you visualize volume as building layers on top of a base? In this lesson, you will learn how to determine the volume of a prism by analyzing layers and counting cubes. First off, let's review what a cubic unit is. And each cubic unit has edge lengths of 1 unit and 1 unit only. Now, it doesn't matter what that unit is. So right here we have a cube with dimensions of 1 plip by 1 plip by 1 plip. A plip is a made-up unit to prove a point. If we take a plip times a plip times a plip, we will get a plip cubed, which we can also call 1 cubic plip. So you might have a cubic inch, a cubic foot, a cubic meter. Cubic units come in all different sizes, which enables us to measure objects of all different volumes. Now, volume is the number of cubic units needed to fill the space inside a three-dimensional figure. Every 3D figure has volume. So we could measure the volume of this house in cubic units. We could measure the volume of this dictionary. We could measure the volume of a tent, and we could measure the volume of a carton of milk. We would use different cubic units for differently sized objects. So let's take a look at a 3D solid. Right here we have a rectangular prism, and let's see if we can figure out its volume. We're going to take a very interesting approach today, and that approach is we're going to look at how many layers are in this rectangular prism. So when I look at this prism, I see one layer on the bottom, one layer on the top. And I say to myself, if I could figure out how many cubes were in each layer, I might be able to find out the volume of this solid. So let's analyze just one layer. When I look at it, I see that it is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubic inches. Interesting information. So I know that one layer is 6 cubic inches, but I know that there were 2 layers in that prism. So I can say to myself, 6 cubic inches plus 6 cubic inches, that will get me a volume of 12 cubic inches. Well, what if I reorient the prism? Let's check and see if this approach where we break the prism into layers, let's see if it still works. So this prism has not 2 layers, but it has 1, 2, and 3 layers. And each layer is made up of not quite as many cubes. Let's go ahead and analyze one layer. If I look at this layer, I can see that it is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 cubic inches. I'm going to use that same approach. 4 cubic inches on the bottom, 4 cubic inches in the middle, plus 4 cubic inches in that top layer means that unsurprisingly, the volume is exactly the same. No matter which approach we choose, it is 12 cubic inches. In this lesson, you have learned how to determine the volume of a prism by analyzing layers and counting cubes.